So what is the business every writer should start in 2021? Let me keep it a stat. As a writer, it's hard to make a lot of money. Of course, you can get a great job as a reporter or a marketer or even a paralegal, but it seems like there's always a ceiling to your income. The only way to control your destiny and make an unlimited amount of money is to start your own business. And then the question arises, well, what business do I start? My answer is a ghostwriting business. In this episode, I'm going to teach you both why every writer should start a ghostwriting business and how to start a ghostwriting business. If you like what you learned here, be sure to subscribe by clicking the button below wherever you're watching. This is the one and only podcast intentionally designed to push you forward towards the vision you've created for your life. And if you don't have a vision for your life, this is the podcast that will help you structure a vision to become the person that God created you to be. And with every episode, my goal is to tell real, authentic, and purposeful stories, not cap, but true stories to help you create a vision for your life and get closer to your purpose. A purpose where you're having a positive impact on those around you and on the world. Happy New Year. This is the first episode of 2021, and I'm super excited to speak about the topic of ghostwriting. I wrote my first book as a ghostwriter at the end of 2017, and it honestly just fell into my lap. I was a freelance graphic designer at the time, and someone contacted me about doing a book cover. The funny thing is, the person who reached out to me didn't even have the book written yet. And so I told the client how much I love to write in my free time. And a few minutes later, I ended up with my first ghostwriting client. And now, 3 years later, I've turned my ghostwriting into a full registered business. I built a team of writers and designers, and collectively, we've written and published 8 books. Meanwhile, generating thousands of dollars just by doing something that I love and I do for free every day. So I personally know the struggle of having a deep love for writing and wishing you were making money from it. When I first discovered entrepreneurship and the possibility of running my own business, I received a valuable piece of information. I was struggling to pick which industry I wanted to go into, and my mom told me, figure out what you like doing so much that you would do it for free. Now think about this advice for yourself. Figure out what you love doing so much that you would do it for free. If your answer is the same as mine, which is writing stories, then ghostwriting can be the perfect side hustle for you. And at the beginning of this episode, I revealed that I would teach you why and how to start a ghostwriting business. I just told you the why, because if you like writing stories so much that you would do it for free, then ghostwriting is a way that you can do what you love and get paid for it. And now I'm going to give you my 3-step process on how to start a ghostwriting business. The first thing is this. Get your business in order without overthinking. And I know from personal experience that starting a business can seem like preparing for a newborn child. You have to come up with the name. You have to start buying things for it once it comes. You tell everyone you know, and you have a plan for exactly how you want it to live its life. But it's not true when it comes to business. The only thing technically you need to have a business is a name and an LLC. And so that's where I want you to start. Pick a name for your business, and please don't overthink this part either. The number one thing that holds entrepreneurs back is not starting. So don't let a name hold you back from starting a business. If you have trouble coming up with a name for your ghostwriting business, then just call it whatever your first name is, Writes. So for example, mine would be Christian Writes, LLC. And voila, beautiful. And now that you have your business name, you want to go ahead and buy the domain name and get a business email address. And since this is just a short podcast episode, I can't go into too much detail, but all of this can be done by Googling. You want to make sure that you have a professional business email address so that other people will take you seriously from the very first connection. And that leads me to point number 2. Find out where your clients are and show up there. And this will take some research, but it shouldn't be anything too extreme. Just like with any business, you want to have clarity about who you're selling to. And as a ghostwriter, you'll be selling to people who want to write books, obviously. But there are different niches. For example, you could go after people in the technology industry, in the cooking industry, or in the real estate industry, just to name a few. Whichever field you want to go into, you want to make sure that you have an interest in it, since you'll be writing on it. And once you decide on a niche or two, your next step is to find out where those people are. So when I first started my ghostwriting business, I joined at least 20 Facebook groups about entrepreneurship and becoming an author. And joining these groups allowed me to pitch my services and see what people were saying about becoming an author. And so that when I do my own marketing, I wanted to make sure that I was speaking on the right pain points. But see, Facebook groups are just one way to do this. You can also try LinkedIn groups, the comments under popular or relevant YouTube videos, or you can just start out by telling your friends and family about your new venture. You'll be surprised at how many people are interested in writing a book. And once you show up where your potential clients are, you'll be ready to make some money with step number 3. Here it is. Lead with value. And so you're going to offer to do free book outlines to as many people as you can. Now, I know this may seem a little odd. You may be thinking, well, how do I make money by offering free outlines? Well, I'll tell you how. By offering free outlines, what you're really doing is building leads and making relationships. In order to make an outline, you have to get someone to tell you their vision for the book. And this gives you the opportunity to learn from your potential client and have valuable dialogue about their story. You can offer your creative expertise and offer a visual blueprint of the book with your outline. The good thing is, it's really not that hard to make an outline. The way I do it personally is I make a title for each chapter and I write at least 3 to 4 bullet points of information that will go in each chapter. And this process will help you get your creative mind flowing, and it will also build momentum for your potential client. And once you hand over the outline, then it's your chance to set your price for the entire project. I say start with no less than $1,000. And when you present the outline, you want to make sure that you walk the person through it so that you show them that you have an understanding of the story that they want to bring to life. And if you do these 3 things that I just covered in today's episode, you will be on your way to building your own ghostwriting business. And as you grow, you'll be able to start hiring a team of writers to help you fulfill your projects. You'll also be able to go after multiple clients at one time. And so I wish I can give you more information in this episode, but I'll be doing a part 2 of this video. So if you're a writer and you're interested in starting your own ghostwriting business, watch this episode over and over and just follow the 3 steps. If any additional questions arise, please just reach out to me and I'll be sure to respond and I'll cover them in the episode. 2021 is a year of freedom, and that's what I'm hoping for everyone tuning in today. If you've enjoyed this video, please comment wherever you're watching this or listening, and be sure to subscribe to Your Visionary Podcast on the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you learned anything today, please share this podcast with a friend. This is a free podcast, and all I ask in return is that you share it, you leave a comment. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to talk to you next time. Peace and love.